Good afternoon. So let's go ahead and stand up. Make sure you have something nearby to hold on to. Let's stand up. Check your posture. Ears over the shoulders. Chest is lifted up, not caved down. Lift the chest. Ears are over the shoulders. Shoulders over your hips. Hips over your knees, and knees over the ankles. Let's keep our eyes forward and start marching it out. And lift those feet up off the ground. And breathe. Just check on this. Keep going. And let's slow it down. Lifting. Moving the arms. Now let's lift and hold. Good. And switch. Arms should be still going opposite. Lift. 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 Good. Breathe. Last one. March it out. March it out. And take it wide. And let's reach overhead. Reach through the fingertips. Reach. Try to get your fingertips touching the ceiling. Reach. Reach. Feel a nice stretch down your side. It's also stretching out your back. Reach. Now let's take it to the corners. To the corner. Rotate your shoulder. Rotate your shoulder. Again, trying to touch the corners. Last one. And let's step it side to side. Pick your feet up. And we're just going to swing those arms. I want nice, loose wrists. Loose wrists. Good. Now take it one arm. Same thing. Your wrist is really loose, kind of like it's just hanging there. And switch. Still picking your feet up, going back and forth. Nice job. Now, kick it out in front. Point your toe, shift your weight leg to leg, so that your leg that you're standing on is supporting your weight. And kick and point. Now let's lift the knee. Try to touch the hands. So your hands are right out from your body, 90 degrees from your body, and you're trying to bring your knees up. Now, if you can't touch, that's okay. Lift them as high as you can. Now touch the opposite hip. And breathe. Good. And march it out. Woo. March it wide again. And march it in. March it wide. Take your legs wide. Pick your knees up. March it in. Take it wide. Bring it in. One more time. March it wide. And bring it in. Okay, we're going to practice some step overs. Starting with your left leg. Now, if you need to, you can get right behind your chair. Imagine that there's something right to the left of you, and you need to step over it. So you're going to have to lift both feet to get it over. So we don't just lift one leg and then slide the other. Okay, so let's lift and step over and over. Now step back. Got to go back over it. And over and over. Good. So why am I doing this? Helping you to get into a car. Step over an object if you need to. And over. And over. Stepping up and down on a curb if you need to. Going up and down a step. When you're outside this building, at some point, you never know what you're going to encounter out there. So you want to make sure that you can move. And let's do one more time, back and forth and back. Good, march it out. Woo! Stand up straight, take a deep breath in and out. Take it to heel digs. Really get that heel down into the floor, toes up to the ceiling. Good. And let's push it down, down. Like you're really pushing something down. So create that tension in the arm. We don't want to just be flapping our arms down. Like you're pushing something back into a box. Good. And breathe. And march it out. So we're going to take it now to a little mambo step. And we'll start with the right. And what I want you to do is just step forward. Keep your feet on the ground. Step back. And then maybe it's a mambo, maybe it's a cha-cha, I don't know. Then we're going to do 3 quick steps. 1, 2, 3, switch. Back, 1, 2, 3. Front, back, 1, 2, 3. You can keep your feet on the ground if you need to, or you can lift that back leg up. Left, back, 1, 2, 3. Right, back, 1, 2, 3. Left, back, 1, 2, 3. Again, right, back, 1, 2, 3. Try to get that 1, 2, 3 fast. 1, 2, 3. Right, back, 1, 2, 3. Shift your weight forward. Shift it back. Let's do one more on each. Shift it forward. Shifting it back. Good. 2, 3. March it out. Final march. So weight shift. You need that for walking. That's why we practice that. Balance. Maintaining your balance when your weight's going forward and backward. Stand up straight. Check your posture. Lift your chest up. And let's breathe. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Stand up straight. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in again. Deep breath in and out. Just roll those shoulders back a little bit. Good. Let's take those hands up and circle them around. Circle the other direction. Now, little brain exercise. Take your right hand into a fist. Make a fist. Now, if you need to hold on, maybe if you can stand and just lean against the chair, you can always sit down for this. Take your left hand, point your fingers towards your fist. Thumb is up. Now what I want you to do is switch. Switch as quickly as you can. So now you switch from right fisted, left fingers to right fingers, left fisted. See if you can go back and forth. So here's the catch. It doesn't matter if you can't get it. It's okay. Have fun. Because just the act of doing this is getting those neural pathways firing in your brain. All right? Shake it out. And it got our fingers moving a little bit, right? Shake it out. There is method in my madness here. Take that right arm out. If you need to hold on, you can hold on with your left. And let's turn and look over our left shoulder. Reaching. I want that right arm reaching. Not just hanging out here all floppy, all floppy. Reach. Create the tension in the arm. Looking over. Look back to center. Now drop your left ear to the shoulder. Remember, just never move into pain, but please always try to, and relax, always try to take your stretches a little bit further. Try to make the weight or the band a little bit more tense. Give yourself a little bit more resistance. That's only going to help you in the end. Left arm out. You're standing up nice and straight. Shoulders are down. And reach. Create the tension. Feel it go down the arm. And let's look over our right shoulder. You can pull this left arm back a little bit so you're getting a little bit more stretch in the front. Now look back to center and drop your right ear down towards the shoulder. So dropping away from this left arm, you're going to feel that stretch coming down and breathe. Good, and relax. Okay, deep breath in and out. Let's take that left leg out in front. We're going to point and flex. Good, and circle the foot. And circle the other direction. Good. Remember, you want to draw a circle with your big toe. We're not moving the leg. The leg stays still. Right foot. Point and flex. Point those toes. Bring the toes back to your nose. Good. Circle. Make circles with your big toe. Notice I'm not using the leg. I'm just using my foot at the ankle. And go in the other direction. And breathe. And let's go ahead and shake it out a little bit. And we're going to get the band and start with our first exercise. So we're going to do one exercise standing, and then we're going to sit down and do a couple things in the chair. I think we've got 3 exercises seated. And then we're going to stand back up and do some more stuff in a standing position if you can. That'd be great. So I want you to take the band, and I want, when you hold it, there should be no slack like this, okay? It shouldn't be all loosey-goosey in the middle. So it doesn't have to be tight yet, but just hold it maybe right out from your body. Now, remember, if you find on the first time you pull it, it's just too hard, I'd rather you start a little harder and then adjust it from there. And also, as you get tired, you can make it a little bit easier. We're going to put the band against our thigh, and we're going to stand up nice and straight. Okay, so lifting that chest. And we're going to pull the band back, really squeezing these back muscles. Okay, so the band is against the thigh, stand up straight, and pull it back. Pause, feel that squeeze, and release. And pull, release, and pull, release. So all those back muscles should be squeezing inward towards the spine. Good. And as we pull, I want you to lift your chest up a little bit higher. And then you can relax. And pull back. Good. Pull back, lift that chest, and pull, And 4 more. 4, and relax. And 3, relax. And 2, relax. And 1, and relax. Woo, I can feel that. Let's give ourselves a big hug. Walk your fingers back a little bit further and just round it down a little bit. And relax. Good. Shake it out. Okay. Let's come around to our chair. You will need your glider. First, we're going to start with our ball. This is going to work the core a little bit and work on some shoulder mobility, all right? And just getting your shoulders moving around. So imagine that you're in a kayak. It might be a little bit cold right now, or even a canoe. Think back to when you were canoeing on a lake somewhere with your family, or as a child, or at camp or something. What we want to do is, and it's basically making a great big figure 8 motion. So we're going to hold our ball, the ball between our palms. We're going to extend the arms. Don't extend them so far that it kind of pulls you forward. Stay up nice and straight. You're sitting on the edge of your seat. Lift your chest. Arms are extended. You can still have a little bit of bend at the elbow, a little flex. And we're going to make a big circle up and then down to the side. So as if this is a paddle and we're taking it into the water. Now we have to take it back through the water to pull us forward. Lift it up and then take it down to the other side. So I want your head to follow the ball. Shoulders are following the ball. Okay, so don't just look forward and move your arms like this. Get into it. You're really trying to dig that paddle down into the water. I want you to feel it through your core. So lifting up and down, especially right here. You're going to feel that core working right through the obliques. Take it up and down and up. So working our core, working on some upper back mobility, definitely shoulders here. Just getting those shoulders moving around. Again, don't move into pain. But really trying to pull the ball back as far as you can. So try not to just stop here. Pull it back. That's where you're going to get that nice core engagement. You're going to feel a little bit of tension in your core. Let's do one more on each side because I've lost count. And take it back. Good. Whoa. Shake it out. Deep breath in. And release. Okay, so we're going to work the chest. We did the back already. Take your ball. You can put it right up against your forearm. And then you're going to put your other forearm into the ball. Now, let me just stand so you can see. My arms are at 90 degrees to my body. So the arms are out, away from my body. Sitting up nice and straight. Try to make sure that the ball is, your arms are about centered on the ball. If it's too far forward or back, your ball will start to slip out. Now, keeping your shoulders down, fingers pointing to the ceiling. Squeeze that ball as hard as you can between the arms. Squeeze. Where are you feeling it? And release. You should feel it in the chest. Squeeze. Front of the shoulders. And release. And squeeze. And release. And squeeze. And release. And squeeze. Release. And squeeze. Squeeze as hard as you can. And squeeze. Release. And squeeze. Release. And squeeze. Release. 3 more. And 3. Release. So we're always pausing as we squeeze. We're getting a little pause in there. 2. Wow, I can feel this. And 1. Woo. All right. Let's put the the ball down. Let's do a quick stretch for our chest, okay? Kind of shake it out a little bit. Take your hands either to your ears. You can have your hands on your shoulders, or if you have some shoulder issues, your arms can be down by your side, palms facing forward. Either position, you're going to pull either your elbows or your arms back behind you. So if your hands are up here, pull those elbows back, lift the chest. If your arms are down here, pull them back behind you, lift your chest, squeezing those shoulder blades together. You're going to feel that stretch across the front of the body. Open up the elbow. So pull them back. I say open up the elbows. You can't open an elbow. But pull those arms back, just opening the chest. And relax. Good. Hopefully that feels a little bit better. Let's get your glider. So we're going to work our hamstrings. These are the muscles in the back of your leg, right here. Sitting on the edge of your seat, very important, because if you're way back here in the chair, it's going to be hard to get that leverage to really move your leg. So sitting on the edge of your seat, I want arms tucked in if you can. Try not to rely on the chair to support yourself, because what happens when we put our arms on the chair arms, then we slouch. Then we're not using our core for support, and we're in bad posture right here. So let's put our left heel only on your glider. If you're on floor, you want this white lettering like this up. If you've got this type of a glider, you want the lettering up. If you're on carpet, you want the lettering down. So probably by now you know which way to put it for the surface you're on. So heel down on the glider, lift your toes up, and I want you to push that heel into the glider as hard as possible. Now you're going to keep it pushing. You're going to slide it out, and then you're going to slide it in. Push, 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 push down. Good. Slide it out, and bring it back. You have to keep pushing as hard as you can on your heel. Slide it out, bring it in. If you're not sure if your hamstrings are working, you can put your hands right in the back of your leg here, and as you're pulling it in, you want to feel your hamstrings contract. You should feel them get tight and extend. And 6 more. 6, keep pushing, push. And 5, and 4, and 3, good. And 2, and 1. Good. All right. And switch. We're going to put that right heel right in the middle of the glider, pushing down. Push down as hard as you can and slide it out. Slide it in. It's important to keep pushing down on that glider. That's where you're getting that activation in your hamstrings. You can feel it in the back of your leg. Your quads, these are your quadriceps, they're also working. And take it out and bring it back. And take it out and bring it back. And out and back. And out and back. 5 more. 5 and 4. Pull it out. Push it out. And 3 and 2. Pushing, 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 and pull it back. And we can slide that under the chair, that nasty thing. Good. Kind of pat those legs out a little bit. All right. It is time to stand. I'm trying to think if there's another exercise I want to do. Oh, let's do one more. Let's get your ball. And put the ball between your knees. And again, I want you staying on the edge of the seat. We're going to do a core exercise. Okay, so squeezing that ball. I want squeezing between the knees a little bit. So don't just hold it there. Kind of give it a squeeze. Walk your feet in a little bit so you kind of hold that squeeze there. Sitting up straight, you're going to cross your arms, and we're going to hinge back at the hips. So hinging back, pull that belly button in. Now pull from your belly as you come forward. Good. And let's go back and forward. Good. And back and forward. Breathe and back. Belly is tight, 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 tight. Good. And back. You don't have to go all the way to the back of the chair. Okay? So even if you just go right to where, right before you're going to touch it, that's really good because you're keeping tension on your core and you're going to feel it. You can only go back a little, even if you just go back a little bit, you feel your core engage. And back. And 4 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Good. All right, deep breath in and out. All right, let's get ready to stand. Stay on the edge of your seat. If you want, you can keep the ball between your knees. That keeps your knees in alignment with your hips. And we're going to do 10 stand-and sits. See if you can do it without using the chair. If you need the chair, try to just give yourself a little push and then let go. All right? So do what you can. Let's come on up. Stand all the way up, nice and straight, and control the descent. So control yourself going down. Keep squeezing that ball. And up. And up. 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 2 more. And then we're going to stay up. 1. We've got 2 exercises we're going to do. All right. So let's go ahead and get behind our chair. I'm going to stay out here so you can see me. But if you stand right behind your chair, you won't have to switch sides for either exercise, for both of the exercises we're going to do. Okay. We're going to lift our leg. We're only going to lift it about 4 times. All right, but when we lift it, we're going to hold it for 10. Sometimes we'll just hold it, or I might have you do a little pulse for 10 seconds, okay? And then we'll repeat. We're only going to do that 4 times because you will feel it. I want you to try to keep your toes forward. Don't let those toes turn out to the side. Think of lifting through the heel, okay? So stand up nice and straight. Left leg, lift, hold. Stay up straight. I don't want you bent over like this. So you should be up nice and straight. Leg isn't going to go up that high. Ready? And we're going to hold for 10. 10, 9. You can use it for balance. 8, 7, 6. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Shake it out. Probably starting to feel that leg working when you're out here. So use this for balance as well. Try to have your hands lightly on the chair or wherever you're holding on to. Lift your hands up, put them back down when you need to stabilize, okay? Let's do it again. Take it up, toes forward, and let's pulse for 10. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Woo, shake it out. All right, ready? Number 3. Let's take it. Let's just hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Where are you feeling your body trying to balance? 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Shake it out. Breathe. When you're standing and you're holding, you need to breathe. Ready? Last one for this side. Lift and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, I'm feeling it. All right, we got to do the other side now. I'll just move this over. Again, you just stay behind your chair. I'm out here so you can see me. Standing up straight, lift that leg out. Toes pointing into the room. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, breathe, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Shake it out. All right, here we go. We're going to pulse on that one, on this one. Take it up. And 10, 9, small movements, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it out. Good. Here we go. 2 more. Lift, hold for 10, 9. Now take a break if you need to. 7, 6, 5, 4, but come back in and join us. 3, 2, 1, and down. Shake it out. Last one, coming up. Here we go. Lift and pulse. 10, 9, 8. Breathe. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoo. Shake it. Pat it down. Deep breath in and out. Final exercise, and then we stretch. It's going to be a squat to a heel raise, okay? So stay right behind your chair. Remember, your squat should always have your hips going back. You don't want to start a squat with the knees. So your hips go back. Think about a wall behind you. And you're trying to tap the wall with your bum, okay? So your knees should bend, keep your chest lifted. We don't want to fall forward. Your eyes should not be looking at the floor. We want to keep our eyes forward. Ready? Let's squat down. Keep your knees straight ahead. Come up, go up on the toes. And again, down. Keep your heels on the floor. Up on the toes. Down. Squat, up on the toes, down. Notice my knees are straight over my laces, up on the toes. Hips back, abs tight when you squat. That's protecting that lower back. Squat down. That way you're not using that lower back to lift. 6 more, down, up on the toes, and 5, up, good, and 4, and up, and down, and 3, down, 2, and last one, and up. Good job. All right. So if you can just stay behind your chair, we're going to stretch out our hip flexors, the front of our hips, and our quads. Then we're going to sit down and finish our stretching in the chair, okay? So step back with that right leg. Try to get a big step back, big step. Toes are forward. And your left knee is behind your heel a little bit, or your ankle. And we're going to push this back hip forward. So now you're going to get some bend in your left knee. That knee, if you look at it, should be kind of going right over your foot. And breathe. Keep your body, it's really important here to keep your body up nice and straight, okay? If you fall forward, you decrease the amount of stretch you're getting in the front of your hips. And we need this right here because a lot of us, myself included, tend to sit a little bit more than we want to at times. And these hip flexors get tight. Now, Staying in this position, pushing forward, I want you to slightly bend that back knee. Try to come down a little bit more if you can, or try to push it forward a little bit more while it's bent. You may feel that stretch get just a little bit deeper here. And stretch. And bend it. Push forward. And straighten. Good job. All right. Woo. Hopefully that feels a little, that helps kind of stretch that out. Do the other side. Left leg back. Big step back. Big step. Make sure your knee is pointing forward and you're starting behind your ankle. Push forward. Keep your body up nice and straight. Try not to fall forward. I want eyes forward, chest lifted, and push this hip forward. And we're breathing, of course. So first we're just kind of stretching out our hip flexors right here in the front of the hip. When these are tight, they can also contribute to some back pain, and so many of us have that, especially after you've been sitting for a while. You may get up and just feel, oh, my back is a little sore. This is a great stretch to do. So again, to stretch those quads, top of the thigh a little bit more, we're going to keep pushing forward, but now we're going to bend that knee. I want you to try tucking your pelvis under. So you'll see that I kind of pull my belly button in and I shift my hips and kind of tuck my bum under a little bit and just come down. Keep pushing forward. Now straighten that leg, keep your heel off the floor, and bend the knee, tuck it under, squeeze those glutes. And straighten, and let's come up. So after you release, you should feel this tension in the front of the hips just kind of go away. All right, let's come back to our chair. We're going to sit down nice and easy. We're going to stretch. Let's start with those legs. Let's get our strap. And let's take that left leg out in front. Put that strap underneath the ball of the foot. So a little bit, not so much under the arch, but under the ball of the foot, so you can really pull the toes. You're trying to pull your toes towards you, and you're going to feel that stretch right in the back of the leg, the back of the lower leg. Sitting up nice and straight. And let's take a deep breath in. And exhale, come forward. You're hinging at the hips and reaching with your left hand. Keep your head in line with your spine. Don't let your head drop. Abs are tight, so pull that belly button in. And breathe. Good. Relax. Come up. Shake it out a little bit. Take it back. Heel down, toes up. Sit up straight. Deep breath in. Exhale, reaching with the right hand. I want you to reach anywhere you can for the outside of that left leg. But what's important is that you keep pulling on your toes. Keep pulling your toes towards you. Yes, I know. You can feel this stretch. You should feel the stretch, and you should feel pulling, but you should not feel sharp pain. Back off. You do. And relax. Good. Now, sitting up straight, lift your leg up. This might be a little bit hard because it's going to require balance as well and some core control. So you can hold on to your chair if you need to. You're going to lift your leg. You might have to drop your right. And we're going to I want you to push your heel. Keep pushing your heel, pulling your toes towards you. Take your leg across the body. Now, if you can't do that because of a hip replacement, just go where you can. Move it where you can, okay? Sitting up straight, this is important because now you're using your core muscles to support your body. Try not to use the arms. and down. Let's go ahead and, before we do the other side, let's cross this leg. Now again, if you can't cross your leg over because of the hip replacement, keep your legs side by side. Let's cross that left leg over. Sitting up straight, shoulders dropped, and we're gonna pull this leg over to the right, and we're gonna turn and look behind us. Keeping our chest lifted. So getting a stretch to the hip, through the upper back, through the back itself. And relax. And let's do the same thing on the other side. Take that band or the strap underneath that right foot, right under the ball of the foot. Again, try not to do it under the arch because it's a little harder to pull the toes towards you. We want the pressure on the ball of the foot. Sitting up straight, arms tucked in, pull your toes towards you. Let's take a deep breath in, and exhale, come forward and reach with that right hand. Keep pulling your toes, and relax and shake it. Just relax the leg a little bit, release the tension, take it out, heel down, toes up, pull those toes towards you. Just pull, we're getting the stretch in the calf muscle first. And now let's take a deep breath in. And exhale, reaching with that left hand for the outside of the right leg. Anywhere you can reach is fine, but keep pulling your toes towards you. Good, and come on up, the same thing. If you need to, just drop your left leg a little bit. We're gonna sit up straight. You're gonna lift your foot up, pull your toes towards you so you're pushing through your heel, and just take that leg out. If you need to, use one hand, hold on to the chair with the other, but see if you can do this without using support. Sit up straight using your own body. So you may feel this a little bit more in the hip and down the side of the leg. Good, and come down. And now we're gonna cross that leg over. And sit up straight. And we're gonna drop our shoulders and look behind us. Good, and come back to center. All right. Let's open the legs, staying on the edge of your seat. Open the legs. And let's just gently press them open a little bit more. And breathe. And relax. Press them open. And relax. And one more time, press them open. And relax. And let's cross our arms. Sit up straight. Deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, come forward. Good. Pull your belly button in. Pull up as you inhale. Pull up from the belly, not the lower back. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale. Bring those legs together, sitting up straight. Let's drop our shoulders. And let's focus on taking a deep breath in through the nose, all the way into the belly. And exhale through the mouth. Really try to think of expanding that rib cage. Really get that rib cage expanding out. Ready? And exhale. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the day.